Welcome to the Devonshire Diz. Today, Halloween and Christmas time in one magical trip. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Devonshire Diz. I hope you're well. Autumn is here. With that, the blue skies, the sunshine heat of the UK has started to become more limited, and there's damper days now and darker nights closing in. As you can tell by my tone, I'm not a fan of that. One of the best remedies is, of course, the prospect of upcoming trips across the pond, and that is exactly what we are here to talk about today with my very special guest. A guest that I've had the pleasure of getting to know across this amazing Disney community over on Instagram, a fellow Orlando Parks fanatic, Nick Carter. Welcome to the Devonshire Diz podcast.
Thank you for having me, Adam. It's a pleasure to be on.
Good stuff. Yeah, we've been speaking for a long time, nearly daily, because that's our passion. And it's great to start talking over this audio means now and capturing what is going to be a hugely incredible trip from what we've spoken about on the messages. So I'm looking forward to diving into all of that.
No, thank you for having me on. Be nice to talk about it face to face. It's been a long while we've been chatting, and we got lots of good fun plans certainly at Disney, so be good to share it with everybody.
Yeah, great stuff. Before we dive into this next trip and into the Disney bubble and beyond, let's start off by checking out how this all started for you. It's different for every person, but how did Disney capture you firsthand? Were we talking films, cartoons? Was it the parks? How did it start?
So I had to just have a sit and think about that, because I was like, what actually did, like when I was a kid, because I'm not one of those typical late 80s, early 90s children that was kind of brought up of everything, Mighty Ducks in the background, or she kind of had that Disney vibe with, but probably for me it was a Toy Story and Lion King era of when they're like the first films I can remember going to the cinema to watch.
Awesome.
And then, so they're like, you've got all like your classics that we would have watched as children and stuff, but they're probably the two that really caught me. And then I got old enough to not be interested in Disney, if that makes sense. And
yeah.
You then leave that at the age of 9 or 10, and the other IPs that are super cool take over your life, don't they? But they were so when you first go back to a park and they're the things you see, like I remember when seeing Toy Story Land being built, and then you go back to see it when it's there, you're like, oh cool, it's like being in your childhood again. Or you go to Roundup Rodeo and you're sitting there and you're like, I'm like, you could be a kid here, couldn't you? That's the beauty of why you love it. It just takes you back, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head straight off the bat for the reasons why Disney parks are so heavily focused on IP these days, because it just pulls on our heartstrings, doesn't it? Like I said, it shrinks us back to being that 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old who was. It's just amazing. It is that Toy Story Land as well. It's just, the theming is phenomenal. You do feel like a toy.
You do. You're super hot, but you feel like a toy at the same time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you've got like this massive magnifying glass for some reason that's burning the back of your head.
I mean, Florida is hot. Toy Story Land is like hot.
Yeah, it's the center, isn't it? It is the core.
Anyone that's prepared to queue for Slinky Dog at lunchtime deserves credit, and that is the sort of thing we do first thing in the morning, or it's run out of Fantasmic and then go and jump on your final ride for a bit of park strategy, because that's just not a middle of the day. You've got to be brave to do that. That's 60 minutes plus as well.
Yeah, find shade, find aircon, and that's not something you'll find in Toy Story Land.
No, you're almost like waiting for a queue, aren't you, just to get out? And no, it's just the hottest place. It's like, why did they do it? It's like the main kids land, and there's no shade.
Yeah, definitely. There'll be a few more umbrellas, I think, over the time, and a few more like themed sort of shade that they can find just where they can do it. They might as well put the whole walkway undercover, to be honest, because I'm with you. It is a very hot place, that's for sure.
You see the Green Army men strolling through, playing their drums in that middle of the day. Like they're so like, how do they do it? Just must be just so hot. They're obviously tuned to it, aren't they? Whereas we're very British in our, if it's 30 degrees for a day, we can't cope. But then out there, that's just like an average ambient temperature, isn't it? So
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
that's definitely and then you've obviously got Animal Kingdom. You've got the Lion King show, which is like theatre production level. So yeah, it kind of catches those. And we all have different, depending how old you are or what you like, there'll be something there that will catch your imagination or why you resonate with those memories, which is what it unlocks, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And Festival of Lion King is one for me as well. I'm a huge Lion King fan. It's something that I certainly attached to when I was growing up as well. So that's definitely a show that I'm exactly the same as you. That's one that
Oh,
I would
we
get
love
really.
it. We've always had the
Love it.
question. Every time I've watched it, it's always the same people. And then I watch vlogs and it's the same people doing the show. I'm like, when do they have a day off? It's always the
Yeah.
same people every day. We've even gone there on different days and it's the same people doing the production. It's like, when do they have time off?
I think when you've got that passion for it that these guys do, I think like this, you're just
Just
happy to do it, aren't you? You gotta be.
pretty much every day, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Lion King and Toy Story right off the bat. That's a great start to this podcast. I love it.
Hey,
You'll be welcome back
they,
just off that. So when did the first park trip happen for you then?
oh, we went in Christmas 2011.
Nice. Cool.
So we didn't. I know a lot of people. So Sarah had been to Paris when she was younger, like as a child. I hadn't done
Yeah.
that, so I'd done the whole. We live quite near to Chesington and Thorpe Park,
Yeah.
so we've done the whole going to Chesington and Vampire Ride would have been my favourite ride for years when I was, growing up and Bubble Works and stuff. So that's your only memory of what a theme park is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you get to America and it's already you're in awe, aren't you? I mean, I'm like a kid. Even now when I get there, I'm still like bouncing around. But
Yeah.
you get there and then you get to Magic Kingdom for the first day. You park at the TTC and you're like, right, what are we doing then? Is it boat? Are we going to get the monorail? And you get on the boat and it's all just, and then you walk through and obviously you land and you get onto actually where Magic Kingdom is and you'll never forget that. I think that's why it's probably one of our favourite parks.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of
And
people say the same.
we did the whole, so that our first trip was probably, you try and cram everything in. So we did SeaWorld, everything, Universal, Busch Gardens. It was
Yeah.
Christmas as well. So we had Christmas Day out there.
Oh, amazing.
Did all the parks. It was pretty full on, but something that set us up to be why we love it now. I would have thought. You get to look back, and obviously the memories you have of photos and things are so limited.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember taking so much, but it's like, what did I do with it? Where did it go? We had this little thing of trying to find it all. But every now and then we'll find like a nice photo or something just brings back, and it, I'll share it on a Thursday. And you're like, oh, that just really sets in as to why we love it so much. And that was the first time. So
Yeah.
quite a long time ago now.
No,
And
yeah,
actually,
definitely.
a lot has changed since. But it's funny because the first or couple of times you go, you get really lost in the magic of just it being so vast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think we went to the Contemporary and did Chef Mickey's and stuff. We didn't really step into a resort as such probably until after COVID. So it probably took us 3 times to really find.
Okay.
But that's really through watching vlogs. The beauty of a vlog is you get to look at the holiday through someone else's eyes, but you also get the tips to go and try all these other things.
Yeah.
Even when we went in 2019, we didn't really know about restaurants or bookings, and then we went. The next time we went, we knew all about ADRs and dining reservations and all these things that unlock the next experience. Or we just didn't know it then. We were just really park orientated or outlets. The standard early days of going to Orlando. You're whizzing around and parks and shopping. Oh, and
I think
restaurants.
I think that was sort of like the time frame, wasn't it? Like when you think back, like Disney 2011, it was like Fast Pass was like the revolutionary thing. All of a sudden, you didn't have to wait in a
Yeah.
standby queue, but the things like 60-day out ADRs and all of that really did sort of start evolving around that sort of 2015, 2018, 2020 time, didn't it? So
It was
it's
nice though.
interesting.
You used to go on the app, you could book, you had a certain amount that are included. So I get why
Yeah.
people grumble a bit, but what they've done, if you're prepared to pay for it, you can make it work for you as well.
Oh yeah.
And it's not actually expensive depending on where you're going. I get if you've got a family of 4 or 6, it can add up. But if you're limited on time, like we was last year when we did our little short trip,
Yeah.
that worked perfectly for us. We only had 2 days across the whole park, so having 2 days worth of those lightning lanes on the multi-pass it paid off instantly because we could bounce between one book and then we were stacking up the next ones for the next park. So if you use them on the right, if you book it just on a normal day and you're there for 2 weeks, you might not get the best out of it. But if you are a little bit limited on time or doing a shorter trip, that's where you could probably really take advantage of those additions that, yeah, we have to pay for them, but they offer, are you going to miss a chance to go on Tron or, Guardian still? You know, if there's a chance there, you take it, don't you? Especially when you're short of time. It's time versus money for us. But
we've mentioned it on the Disload, we've mentioned it on Brit's Guide, and we said sometimes you got to look at these products and think, are we the target audience? Are we the target audience that going over 2 weeks have all the time in the world to be able to, we didn't get on this day, we'll got to come back in 2 days time, let's give it another go, so then make sure we rope drop it so we get it, sort of thing. But when you're going on a short trip like that, then sometimes, like you say, time is money, isn't it? So it's what your price point is, I guess.
It paid for itself as well. In allowing your time to do so much stuff, we did so much in sort of 72 hours. We wouldn't have been able to do that if we didn't have that. But then a couple of weeks before we was there, 14 days, it was very chilled, and we can't do that. And you've got to have a strategy as well. You make the most of like the early park admission, or at the end of the day, it's the only time I'll run to a ride when you leave Phantasmic or something. We were racing over to Rise, and you get in the last bit of the queue, and then you get to spend we had a bit of time in Galaxy's Edge with nobody there. Awesome. These little hacks and things that you can kind of pick up from people, or you've seen, or when you speak to other people, that you get to maximise the day.
Yeah, definitely.
Which has always been really important for us.
Yeah. I've been going like since early 90s, and every time I watch a vlog, I learn something new about a place that I've been going for the best part of 30 years. It's just there's so much to see, and there's so much to do, and there's so many different ways of experiencing it. Like Dole Whip, I've said it on this podcast before. Yeah. We only started sampling Dole Whip, I think it was 2 trips ago, and it was like, why haven't we been doing this for the past 10 years?
I know we had it. I think when we have it first, I think probably 2019, and we were like, "Oh my god, what is this? This is amazing!" Or you have one of their Coke floats or something, or a root beer float, and I'm like, "Okay, let's go." They got the Dole Whip going, and there's just so many snacks and treats now. You kind of struggle to work your way through in any way. But I think probably in terms of the Disney side, though, when we went in 23, sorry, when we stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge, you'll never go back from not staying on site. Like we've always been lucky, because I say lucky, but we kind of got pixie dusted to a room that we hadn't paid for. So we had a Savannah room.
Nice.
But the memory of going in and the smell of the resort, even means they'll always say, like, that moment when you first go in is when it really changed for us in terms of how we saw Disney, because then we Disney holidayed in a different way. Yeah. So there's no more driving up and down the I-4. You're on site, so you're we had more time around the pool than we've ever had. We had the more chilled holiday. The next one is, and Sarah will say that straight away, about how much we planned. But but your holiday does change as well, and then there's just something about going back to the resort halfway through the day, or you go back at night and everyone's just so friendly and welcoming, and it's hard to explain until you've done it. But even like a value resort like Movies, which isn't a value resort in any way, anyone's looking at going on site, stay at one of those resorts. Hands up, we've never done a bus yet, which we're going to try on the next trip. But strategy for when we go to one of the parties out of Magic Kingdom. But it's you just don't forget those, like, detail, and the way they've got their staff officers just so happy, and they just welcome you in, don't you? In that, you almost feel like you're in a bubble.
That's it. That's the word.
And then you're in that Disney bubble, and then you're kind of hooked, and you're there, and you're like, should we look at the next one before you even finish? You're just starting the next one, and you're like, should we look at the next one and the next one?
The marketing sells itself, doesn't it? It really does.
The detail they have in the hotels, though, and I know you spoke about as well, with things like so like some of the history on the resorts, or why they're there. We really love the Grand. Our probably 2 favourite resorts are the Grand Floridian and Animal Kingdom Lodge, but that's probably because they're the ones we've stayed at.
Yeah.
And I remember when we went in 2011, I think it was, we both looked at it and thought, it'd be amazing to stay there one. And every year since, you look at it and go, just how amazing is that resort?
Yeah.
And then one minute you're there and you're opening the curtains and seeing the castle, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, we've got problems now because I want to do this again. We spoke about it as well. It wasn't the best time we went because there was a hurricane a couple of days later. But
Yeah.
we went down, had a beer, got some cans. We got some bottles of Kona, and Sarah's drinking a bottle of rosé, and we're just sitting in the room, watching all the different fireworks from the balcony. And what more could you ask for in terms of an experience than that?
If you're gonna ride out a hurricane, there's worse places to be, isn't there?
Unfortunately, we had to go. We had to go back to movies because they tried to quote me $5,000 for 3 nights.
Oh, ouch.
I did try it. We went up to the cast member was like, "Would you mind letting us know? If it's possible," and thinking it would be like reasonable. And they just slipped this bit of paper, and me and Sarah looked at each other and went, "Yeah, we'll let you know." And then we walked off in a hurry.
That's next year's budget for the holiday, isn't it?
Yeah, and the rest. And then we went and hibernated back at movies for the night, and yeah, but that was an experience in itself.
Oh, I
Suppose
can imagine.
you can't go to Orlando without experiencing a hurricane at some point. I suppose
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
It's going to catch you at some point if you keep going.
If you're a repeated guest, then you go on those sort of like off-peak times from once the summer holidays have stopped, or in the peak of the summer, then no doubt you're
Yeah.
going to get a storm, no doubt you're going to get a tropical storm, and you're probably going to get a hurricane.
Well, we were like, I remember us because we sat there watching the news for days because they'd had one hit further up, and
Mm,
it happened on the Thursday. But I can't remember what it was called now. But it happened on the Thursday, and we were flying on the Saturday. And we were like, oh, good, it's happened now. Like that's it, we're all
one and
good.
done.
And then we were like looking at because we had like Mickey's Not So Scary like booked in the middle of the holiday, and we'd kind of spaced it so we was gonna have a weekend at the Grand Floridian. Finished that on the day. Mickey's Not So Scary, and then you kind of had the rest of the run up for the kind of the week. And then
Yeah,
it just out of nowhere went from this tropical storm one day on Fox 35. We're sitting there like, what happened there? And next thing you
yeah.
know, like, oh yeah, it's a Category 4 hurricane. And we wake up in the morning to like, it must have been 40 or 50 messages. People like, what are you doing? Are you coming home? No. It's quite surreal when you've lived it, but once you've done it, you kind of like. We were walking around a supermarket, we were walking around Publix and stuff, and people just there like they're just chatting away, buying their beer and their chips.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
it's a normal day for them.
This is it. We're so, I guess we're just so ignorant on our little island to that sort of extreme weather that happens over in there. But if it happens on a yearly basis, then they're probably the safest places to be to ride them out because you know that they've got all the precautions they need for tackling that sort of thing. And you know what the customer service of Disney's like on any day. I can only imagine when things like that happens, they must just elevate their service.
They did move really quickly, so we were sitting there going like, "We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on." And then as you got to like probably the day when it got announced the parks were shutting,
Mm,
they went into Disney mode, and then they started to take over. Obviously, until they knew what was happening, it's very hard for them to plan, or
yeah,
they can't put plans in place and tell you things if they don't know what's happening either. So
yeah,
it
yeah,
was,
sure.
but as soon as they did that, told us when we could go out till we had a curfew because where he was in Orange County, you couldn't go out. And then the next morning, you got let out again, and within an hour, the workers did this amazing job. And by mid-afternoon, it didn't even look like it had happened on site. It was the gardeners were out, and it was. You went to the parks the next day, and apart from the people mover not working properly, and you had to walk up it, that was it. That was the only bit of damage. It was a bit weird walking through like Epcot and stuff with all the counters like properly hunkered down, and you're like
Yeah,
walking. You're like walking. But it's amazing because when I now look back, there's so many people that I've seen on Instagram or I've spoke to, or we was there, or we watched vlogs we didn't even know were like they're there at the same time. There must have
yeah.
been, there was tens of us out there all at the same time, and now it just becomes this story that you get to tell how you had a day of a hurricane, and then we went back to Orlando Disney life. It was,
Yeah,
yeah,
just an amazing experience again, isn't it? It's like, okay, it's a natural disaster, and,
yeah.
and it is a disaster. It's obviously affected a lot of livelihoods of people there, so you certainly feel for the people, and hats off to the people like cast members and all of
Who've
the
worked.
maintenance people who work through it. Like they're the real heroes. Um, but also, like you said, it's just another core memory of the place that you continue to go back to, and it didn't put you off, which is the main thing.
I don't think anything could ever put us off going there. We are the definition of hooked, I think, as you could probably tell.
Yeah, good, 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 good. I love it. What about you mentioned Sarah's been to DLP. Have you been to any other Disney parks yourself, or has it just been Walt Disney World?
No, so we've done Disneyland Paris twice.
Okay, cool.
So Sarah's done it 3 times. We've done it twice. We've been lucky. We stayed at the Disney. I don't know why we do it to ourselves. We stayed at the main Disneyland hotel the first
Yeah, it's
time.
beautiful, isn't it? Yeah.
I just remember sitting in there, going down to the spa, being in our robes. We went with some friends, so it was like we and family and that. So we was like just having that full first time kind of experience. And yeah, and then we did I think Newport Bay out there next. So we are overdue a visit. I think what happened was we got the Disney bug in Orlando after that,
Yeah.
and now we just revolve around when is our next Orlando trip for Walt Disney World
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
the moment. But I think once they open the Lion King stuff, because I do want to go to DLP to be fair, because I want to go and see all the Marvel. Being a big Marvel fan as well, that's probably one of my favourite, IPs that
Yeah.
Disney have managed to grab. It's something we need to go and try at some point.
Yeah.
We spoke about, let's get a fifth gate and have Marvel, and they need to get their checkbook
Yeah.
out. We're waiting for it.
Oh, I think it's inevitable. I know they've got a lot of discussions, paperwork, and ultimately money to put on the table, but I think it's inevitable in Florida at some point. I'm sure it will be. And yeah, you definitely do need to go check out the Paris one before it happens in Florida. It's
Yeah.
obviously it's a smaller scale being Disneyland Paris, but what they've been able to pack into a smaller
Mm.
area in that Studios Park is still fab to go and see. Web Slingers is a great attraction, so I think you would love it.
I mean, we really enjoyed it when we went. I think it was like 2018. So it's not like we haven't been. It's just
Oh, you've already experienced it.
yeah.
Oh, nice, good.
We've done some of those bits. It's just the pool of Orlando, and because we
Yeah,
love Orlando as much as we love Disney, it's that
yeah,
there's just something about being there that you can't explain until you've been there.
yeah,
And we love that as much as everything else, which is why we keep going back as well. It's the holiday is the holiday. It just happens to be that we get the Disney. But then we said, like last night, could we go to Orlando without Disney? We looked at each other and went, no, we'd probably have to do a day or two.
and that, as I mentioned earlier, is the magic of Disney marketing.
Oh, they know how to hit you, whether it's the music, and like, you go there at Christmas, and you just get immersed with this like Christmas vibe that you just start in your head. You're humming away at these songs, and you're like, "What's happened to me?" I mean, I love Christmas anyway, but or you're like, I'd never watch Frozen, but I'll walk into the Frozen show and happily have a sing along, and it's we all do those. You just get taken in by everything, don't you?
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
the best place on earth and the happiest place on earth.
100%. 100%. And because it is those two things, you have a 2025 trip coming up, which is imminent. Not too how long did you say it
Yes,
was now?
45 days and counting as of today.
45. And they will slip away very fast, very, very fast indeed. So you'll soon be back in the bubble. That's super exciting. Looking forward to it.
If I said I'm like a million times excited, it's probably not enough. I'm probably even boring Sarah now by how much I'm talking about when we're going and what we're doing. But then, to be fair, the planners on the fridge now. Sarah's worked out all the days when we've got free slots, so we're really in final. Let's go now, and
Good.
you know,
That was going to be one of my questions actually. How do the Carters plan a Disney trip? Do you have like spreadsheets? Obviously, you got a planner on the fridge.
so Sarah works out all the spreadsheets. I mean,
Nice,
I've
good.
taken over the booking now, but Sarah does the main. We can do this here. We've got this time there. She's really the the key to how we get everything done, and then generally I'll then break it somewhere by going, should we do this instead, or should we go and do this today? I've just seen that, but no, I think you've got to have a plan.
Yeah,
I The way Disney's so vast now, I think if you don't say we're going to do this today, this tomorrow, not that you have to stick to it, because if it's weather or something else happens that you need to change up, you need to be prepared to swap those days around. But I
sure.
think you do need to turn up with I think if you went there for 2 weeks and went, what are we doing today? It'll be amazing, but you might not get the best out of the holiday
Yeah,
because there's
I
so many
agree.
things to do. Is Phantasmic on twice? What time is the Starlight Parade on? What time is Happily Ever After on? Do I want to see, the evening fireworks at Epcot? Is there anything Eat to the Beats on this year? And every
Mm,
year we've gone, there's been someone decent there. So we're like, oh, we can go and see Boys to Men when we're there
yeah,
one day. Or so you kind of do need to plan, but be allowing for the fact that that can be ever flowing and just moving to wherever you want is the thing I would say with that. And I'm sure most people would agree that if you're going with and I suppose that's where the multi-pass lanes and things come in handy. Because if you do, certainly if we did a 4-park challenge day now, I would
mm,
certainly have it on that day to go and try and get through some
yeah,
bits and really make the most of the day. But then you've got things like dining reservations. So they're almost forcing you now to plan where you're going to go and when.
yeah, yeah,
And then we're working back. So once you've done your dining reservations, you can then go back to the plan and go, actually, does it work here? And then, we've been lucky. We've done, after hours events at, Hollywood Studios. We've been able to take advantage of some of the deluxe extra hours at like Magic Kingdom or Epcot and that when we've had the other stays. And again, you've got to work your days around what's on offer
yeah, yeah,
because you want to maximize the time. And I suppose that's how we've always done it. But we're fully prepared as well in the other flip of the coin to go, let's just go and do this today instead. It's not you you go with a plan, but you're not like living by the plan, if that makes sense.
yeah, it does. Yeah, and it's good advice to be fair because I look at it sometimes, and don't get me wrong, I love the whole Disney community and everything that's thrown at it, the vlogs, the Insta posts, the TikToks,
Mm-hmm.
so on and so forth. I love it. But if you're like a first time goer and you're hit with all of these recommendations and you must be thinking to yourself, God, if I don't plan all of this in and it doesn't go to plan, I'm going to miss out on so much stuff that people are talking about. The latest popcorn buckets, the events for this, the
Yeah.
special drinks in Pandora, and so on and so forth. And yeah, just my advice whenever I speak to anyone who's going there for maybe the first or hasn't been there for a long time is like, yeah, have a plan, have some must do's that you want to really hit, but also don't be discouraged if it doesn't work out to the hour to what your spreadsheet or what your plan on the
Agree.
fridge says.
Be prepared to change and be flexible. And that's what I've always said to everybody. When we went the first couple of times there was no, maybe not the first time because we went as a big group, but
Mm,
definitely in like the couple of trips after, we was very happy to let the holiday just be a holiday and find our
yeah,
way with it. But we're lucky now because if you haven't been, or you catch a podcast like this and we'll talk about something, or Sarah's watching a vlog now while I'm doing this.
yeah,
There's just so much stuff you can watch, and that's not even the Tim Trackers or the Page of Mr. Morrows. There's all like
yeah,
the UK people, like I suppose not like us because we haven't done it yet, but um, there's so many great people out there that we've watched for years. We
yeah.
got through COVID through vlogs, and we just had this list and list
Oh
and list
yeah,
of things. But then some things we haven't done yet. Then you just go, okay, well, next time, you have your little rotating list, and we all have that joke about it's on the list.
yeah,
And you're going back next time, so don't put the pressure on it. It's just go with the
yeah,
flow and enjoy being there. And whatever you don't do is an excuse to go back.
yeah. That's it exactly. Yeah, use it as the excuse.
No better excuse as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you there for sure. Right, let's talk about 2025. Before we get
Yeah,
out to enjoy all of
yeah,
that Disney World has to offer, you got to get there. So, where you flying from, where you flying to, and what's the chosen airline?
yes. So we are always Virgin. We are very loyal. Like I said before we started recording, we
Yep,
have one favourite. We do play the points game a little bit, so I do the bit of hustling here and there to build up our points and use the credit card
good.
and stuff. But we generally book the holiday as a package, the long distance one, because it gives you that comfort that everything's all booked in one.
Yeah,
But it
yeah,
doesn't stop you from upgrading. As a proof we did, I phoned them up a couple of weeks ago. I think I messaged you when we were talking, and
yeah.
we up, we got a really good deal on upper class up, an upgrade from Heathrow. So you get to
Nice.
take advantage of the wing and stuff. And it was like 20,000 points and £500 or 12,000 points. It was almost like the man on the phone was like, "Let me just check that's right," and I was like,
Please hold.
"Yeah," and I was like. And then I had to I was having this mad panic because then I had to get Virgin because we paid for it. I had to get Virgin Holidays to ticket the holiday so I could get back onto Virgin Atlantic so they could upgrade the flight. And all of this, I messaged Sarah going, "Are we going to do it? Do you want to do it?" And then she was like, so I was like, "Oh yeah, we've upgraded to upper." And she went, "Oh, you've done it then?" And I was like, "Of course." It was like £500, like £250 each. Why would you do it? And she was like, "Good."
No, why wouldn't you? When the deal's that good, you just got to do it.
But even, they. But then when we went last year for the second trip, we just used the points because I booked that one separately. It takes a bit of time to get used to knowing how to do it. Like even I was a bit like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here," or what can I do to find out? But there's so many great people that know what they're talking about. I mean, I spoke to Sam from 2 3/4 loads about like flight, and he's given me loads of tips that I've then taken on, and and there's so many people that are similar that have helped and that give us that information so that we can really maximise the journey going out. Because I think we'd all agree that the holiday starts at the airport.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's day one for sure.
So, and whether that, but then, we've always preferred Virgin just because we've always found like the flights really, they've always looked after us. Or, I mean, the time they thought I was getting on the plane and I wasn't the Backstreet Boy Nick Carter, they was a bit disappointed. But
they roll out the red carpet to start with, and they were like, "Oh, okay, let's retract."
No, so we were coming home a couple of years ago, and we was in Upper, and they were like, "Oh, it's not the real Nick Carter." And then after that, he bought me a couple of bourbons and a couple of nice bits, and I was bringing me some drinks out on the way home. I think he felt bad, but even Sarah was laughing. She was, they were like, "Oh, you're not the real Nick Carter," and I was like, "No."
Define real.
Well, I think that means the Backstreet Boy. For those 90s people that recognise the name.
Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing.
Very, very loyal to Virgin. Never had a problem with a flight. Always looked after. Always been really kind on the flight. Happy to have a chat.
Yeah.
I know. Don't be wrong. I know there's like Aer Lingus and BA and stuff, and everyone has. It wouldn't be the same if everybody didn't have a preference with it, and that's the way that we all lean to one. We lean to a brand, or we lean to an experience, or a memory, or what is a brand? It's what we perceive as what we like and what we enjoy. So no, for us, it's Virgin Atlantic all the way. I think it's from when I remember watching Only Fools and Horses as a child, and you got Del Boy taking Rodney. They're going to Miami, and it was on and I remember watching it. They went on the big jumbo jet, and I was like, one day I'm going to go on that plane. And then we sat there and booked the flights. It's like, "Do you want to go upstairs?" I was like, yes. I want to go upstairs. Of course I want to go upstairs. And so we fell into Virgin after that, and I think we'll probably never leave that experience, shall we say. So that's how we get to our favourite place.
Yeah, definitely. It is our preference as well. Like from our perspective of recent trips we've mentioned on podcast, that the customer service that they lend to the children is just fab. But children aside, they've always been stellar customer service throughout the time that I've been going to Florida. It's definitely the majority airline that I've used. Don't get me wrong, we've used British Airways. Back in the day when it was like Travel City Direct, we were using their airlines and so on and so forth. But if I had to pick a brand, then the favoured is definitely Virgin.
Yeah, same with us. It's but everyone's got their preference, haven't they? So it's it's the way it works.
Definitely. Where are you heading into then? You going direct to MCA?
Yes, we'll be seeing the carpet as always.
Good.
The other bonus. So straight in MCO. I don't think an Orlando trip would feel the same if you didn't get down there, see the really tacky 80s, 90s carpet, jump on the monorail, buddy dying, have all the the welcome and all the bits that just you remember when you're welcome to Orlando, and then you get on your holiday and you go and shuffle your way through TSA and get through security, and then race off to the hire car stand to go and get our car.
Awesome. And you're getting it straight from the airport. Have you got the hire car for the whole time?
Yeah, we've actually never been to Orlando without a hire car.
Really? Interesting.
Never done it. even when we went like that for that short 4 day window for the week for about a week, I was like, right, we're gonna do it. We're just gonna Uber there, and then we ended up upgrading and we had the truck. So it was like, well, it all worked out in the end. But and I lived my little cowboy life for a couple of days, but I'd feel lost without the car. I talked to so many people and they're like, oh, we do this or I get the Ubers. You know, we can just bounce between we're in Magic Kingdom and then you jump in the hire car, you're at the hotel straight away, or you can go to Celebration, or we can go on we love a Walmart and Target run around everywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've
I
always
can
said
tell
it's the
you,
fifth gate. Going to Walmart is the fifth gate.
I love a Walmart. I could just spend 20
Yeah.
minutes looking at all the different sauces they have. But then there's that nice like last year we was like Stanley hunting, so we were like racing through all these different Targets to find Sarah a Stanley lunch bag or whatever it was, and you have the power just to jump in the car and go to Super Target because you just can. Or we went to Dick's
Yeah.
Sporting Goods and started just mucking around with American football helmets and all the other
Nice.
bits, and just the freedom a car, if you're confident to do it,
Yeah.
really does. But then each to their own, isn't it? Because some people are very on site. But
Yeah.
for us, this is why I said we've never done a bus before, because we've always done the car because it's the parking's included as well, which is a benefit of staying on site at Disney.
Yeah.
We'll get the car, drive there, go out when we want. But I kind of said to Sarah, I don't think I can hack doing the party again and not. I was like, let's get the bus. We haven't got to do our hack of getting out of Magic Kingdom, pretending to go to your deluxe resort on the monorail rather than queuing for the boats. You go over to the right and then up to the resort guest home. You need to cheat the queue a bit. So I said, look, let's actually get a bus this time. So when we go to the two parties this year, which we'll get onto,
Yeah.
you'll see us on a bus. So we don't do that very often.
You'll love it. You'll love it. It'll change your Disney transport. Trust me.
I'm excited for a Disney bus, and I don't know why.
You should be. You should, as a firm favorite of a Disney bus and Disney transport. It will change your life. It will do. You'll love it. Having someone else to do the driving. Yes, it's fab.
Exactly. So we'll, so we always have the car though. But yeah, there's so many different outlets you can get them now, but we've always tended to do. I do like a little bit of comfort of just booking everything in one. It's such a big trip.
Yeah.
And when you weigh up the costs, it's such a slim difference between booking it all separately. So we've done obviously car again through Virgin and stuff like that. But actually, when you break down the cost, literally by piece, it doesn't. For two people, you maybe don't get the saving you would if you were spreading it between maybe like 4 or 6 people. Then I could understand why you might break the trip up in a bit more detail and book more things separately.
Yeah. I'm saying comfort's key. If it's all just in one neat package, then it's probably worth that little bit extra, isn't it? I certainly agree, and I know Loz downstairs, she would be nodding her head at the thought of that, because she's just very much like, if there's a package where we're going to have everything there, we just need to pay one person, and we know that person is what Virgin's like, they're like the top of the industry. If they're the ones that are saying that this is the thing you should be going for, then there's a reason for it with their expertise, so let's trust them and go for it. Yeah.
Even when I booked the Atlantic flight last year, I still booked everything with Virgin, which is even funnier. So I did the car, the hotel just separately. So it was still with Virgin. You just had 3 separate bookings all linked in. So we can't stay away from them. They've always taken our money.
Long may it continue.
Certainly.
So what's the car then? What have you got this time? Not a Ram?
No, I can't afford 2 weeks of driving around with Tampa as well. I think we did like a tank and a bit in like 4 days. It was.
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
It is a bit. It's great fun to have, but like there's no tonneau cover on the back, so you've got nothing to protect your luggage. So it's all chucked on the back seats. It is huge as well. Like you go and park in Springs, and the only one space left is the one that's got like one of the bollards in the middle, and you're there like, and I'm not worried about driving a big car because I've got one here, but you're like, my God, this thing is absolutely huge. You're looking down at I look at a Q7 or a Q8 I'm used to, and you're like looking down at them. You're like, wow, this is just huge. But so we've just gone like I think they do like what they call like a premium mid-size SUV. So hopefully we'll
Cool.
get something. Um, I'd like to do the old Escalade style one though. That's probably the next.
Yes. Yeah.
The tick off the list to go and cruise around in an Escalade for 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
that'll probably suffer for another year. I always said to Sarah, I want to get like one of the Chevrolets or like the Corvettes or something. But then she reminds me that there's nowhere to put our luggage, and I have to do 4 trips back
No,
to
it's
the
true.
airport to take. I'd have to take one bag back at a time and then go and get her at the end. So we've never managed to do that one.
It looks good, but yeah, it would drink petrol with the multi trips that you're gonna have to do.
Luckily, the petrol's still cheap out there, but it's just the
That's
constant
very true.
driving back. Any avoiding I can do of going up the I4 now, I will with pleasure
Oh yeah, yeah.
steer clear.
Busy old road that.
Or the duck out at the end of the night going down to the 192. Like if you like what you stupidly you leave Magic Kingdom. Oh, should we go and get like Raising Cane's? I'm hungry. Yeah, okay, won't be late now. And you just sit in this traffic jam and you're like, oh, why did I do this to myself? I should have just gone to Chicken Guy.
That's the Disney bubble, see, my friend. It's
I know.
encroaching on you. It's like, no, you don't need to leave us here. We've got everything you possibly need in this nice little bubble, which you can
I
get a
know.
Disney bus to as well.
The only thing they haven't got is a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm having to have a Mr. Pibb.
See, there's justification for a car hire if there ever is one.
You can go out and get all your snacks and your drinks. So no, it's always
Exactly. Exactly. So you've flown over, you've got your car. Where are you heading to? Where are you staying?
we are staying at French Quarter this time for
Oh,
the first time.
yes. Nice.
Our first moderate resort as well, so we're super excited.
Yeah, good. Good choice. Good choice. Mainly for the snacks more than anything, but actually there's so much there. Beautiful resort.
Ghoul- Ghoulish beignets will be devoured on the first day, I can assure you, before they disappear, and then there'll be plenty of beignets being eaten at the time.
Nice.
Yeah, I think most of the places have their unique like USPs or food and stuff. And when I was looking at French Quarter, obviously we had a bonus of getting the dining plan as well, so it kind of paid off to.
Yeah.
It almost doubled your. But when you factored in the cost of having the dining plan with the quick serve dining plan over staying at movies, you
Hmm.
factor in the difference, and then you're actually looking at a smaller amount to go to the moderate and for
Yeah.
a longer period. So we was like, hey, let's just do it. It's worth it. And then we get to try something different for once. And, the boat to Springs and stuff that everyone raves about, I'm super looking forward
Yes.
to as well. So,
Yeah. Yeah. All the way
again,
down the Sasagula. I love it. Yeah.
different dynamic to the trip, because then we won't be going into Springs in Lime Garage, which is our routine. We'll be jumping on the boat and coming in and out in a different way. So it's
Yeah. Yeah.
keeps it fresh, but it helped that the rooms have been renovated as well. Because as soon as I saw that, I was
Yeah.
like, well, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good choice. It's a good choice. The food, like obviously, it's known for the beignets, but actually, the food court that they've got there has some awesome
Yeah,
items. I rave about the French dip brisket sandwich they've got there as well, which is just
you said to
phenomenal.
me,
And
it's on the
you got to
list.
try it
You'll
if
be
you like.
getting
If
a
you like a
taste.
whole lot of meat in bread with a little bit of dipping sauce, it's just that thing just had my heart. And then to polish it off with a beignet afterwards was just like, yeah,
Oh,
there's a reason why we've travelled to this place. It is beautiful, and the Sasagula River there, just going down to the springs, beautiful setting. It's just, I think it's if obviously we're DVC members, so we've got our home resort that we tend to go, which is Saratoga, which is
yeah,
also on that Sasagula River
yeah.
bend. But if I were to go into a moderate, just outside of DVC points, it would be high on my list. I think French Quarter, I love it.
I know. Is it bad that I'm just excited that it's got a Coke freestyle as well? Like it's
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what? Not many places do. Not many
no.
places do. I was
We
surprised
was
when we saw that last trip.
we were so excited when I went downstairs at the Grand Floridian. It was like, oh my god, they got the freestyle, and you're like, let's have this one, let's have
Yeah,
that one, let's try it. And you end up seeing how many drinks you can have in a couple of days.
it's like Club Cool in your resort without any Beverly.
Oh, that's so grim. They need to take that away and give us something else that's grim, but something that's really nice at the same time.
It's iconic now. They can't remove it.
Oh, could you imagine?
So is it just the Riverside this time? No split stays? You just spend the whole 2 weeks?
Yeah, with all the parties and all the extra bits we've done, and we're obviously going to the NFL as well. So we
Yes.
kind of said no, this one's just going to be a pure 2 week. We'll stay there, and actually, the way we've done it, I'm actually quite happy about that. It's
Yeah,
we get to
definitely.
make we get to make the most of the result, tick another one off, and obviously next time we go, we'll. I like the idea of doing a couple of different hotels, maybe not to the level of what James is doing. I'd be
Yes,
all
got
over
a few.
I'd be all over the place. He was telling me about them. It's like, oh my god, you'd be here, then here, then here. Like, be mine and Sarah's idea of just like Sarah likes to unpack fully.
Yeah,
We get that 2 week, like we're all unpacked, we know everything is, and then we just you're at home for 2 weeks, aren't you? So it's
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so no split stays this time.
No, I think for what you've got coming up, that we're definitely going to discuss next, it's
Yes.
probably good to have just a home base for your
Oh
2 weeks for sure. Yeah, and it's a great home
it,
base to pick.
yeah, thank you. It's I mean, again, I saw so much stuff like people on like Instagram or
Mm,
you just put a note out and say, oh, what does anyone think of this? And instantly 20 people respond to you if it's amazing, or you might not like it for this, or you'll like it for that. There's just so much interactiveness around when you want to make a decision to help as well. It's
yeah,
the beauty of the group of community of people we have, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So we know we're staying. We know how we're getting there. We got the car hire covered. How are we going to tackle these parks? Do you have like you obviously got your plan on your fridge? Is there like a certain way that you guys do Disney? Is it like a couple of days on ramming the parks and then it's a chill day? Are you rope dropping to park close? How does it all work in your household?
So we'll first day's always Magic Kingdom, which falls
Yeah.
nicely because we've got the first party the first day, but we'll Magic Kingdom without fail every time we go with some point. We only actually started rope dropping properly last year, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
We've normally been a leisurely morning or go in the morning, take a break in the afternoon, and then spend through the evening into the
Yeah.
night. It's probably more of our approach. I would say
Hmm.
you're likely to see us more in the parks in the evening than you are middle of the day. And the parks come to life at night for me. Something
Yeah.
about that sunrise in the morning when you're going and you get there, and there's like that kind. And if you're on site, you have to make the most of that early resort time to get
Yeah.
those, to get a big ride in or a big ticket ride ticked off. But go to the parks at night, all the lights, or depending where you are, at Epcot, you've got the ball, or Magic Kingdom, you're walking through
Yeah.
Main Street, and just there's something special about them at night. That's why it's a shame that Animal Kingdom's kind of shut, maybe on that
Yeah.
early part, because we've never got to experience Pandora with all the, all the lights and the evening stuff, which is a shame. So, but no, no real kind of set for us. We're very go with the flow, and um, as I said to you, we'll be happy to go. Oh, do you know, actually, should we leave it this morning? We'll go and do this first, and
Yeah.
then let's go later, or what kind of just suits us really. We're quite relaxed, but then as you kind of get to the back end of the holiday, you get quite rigid again. You have that
Yeah.
window
Oh,
of
yeah.
like first couple of days, it's like, oh, we haven't been here yet. We need to go and do it. Then you get to the middle of the holiday where you kind of relax a bit, and you're like, okay, we've got plenty of time left. Maybe a week or 8, 9 days left. And you get into the middle, and then you get to like 3 or 4 days. You're like, we better really start like ramping up our days here again, and like turbocharging everything we do and the time. But we have been known to do a couple of open to drops where we're not adverse to doing a full park day either, and hitting that 35,000 steps in a day if we need to. So
Yeah,
it's
definitely. Definitely. There's
you,
enough coffee in the parks.
and I love a coffee. Uh, I will happily bounce between a Joffrey's, and you just hear me going, "Ooh, special coffee," and then I'm like, "Sarah, we need to go and try this," and then we'll go to Starbucks and we'll have this, and we'll just bounce between. And
Anything to
oh,
fuel.
the, the people are going to laugh when they watch our stuff back when we put it out there of us just walking around me going, "Ooh," every time I see something I love.
It's difficult not to in the parks with what they got to
Oh,
offer.
it's like the creations of coffee they make. I'm like, well, how have you even? who has imagineered this amazingness of drink? And I'm like, I need it now. Like,
Yeah.
why are we in this country? And I go to a Costa and I get this magnet of. I normally go to Starbucks, but you go to some of these places, like, well, how did you make this? Like, compared to what they're giving me there.
Yeah, no, it's incredible, isn't it? What they're able to pull out their hat.
You can, and that's again, we'll have the dining plan, so we can nick a couple of coffees on Mr. Mickey Mouse this year, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
now when we're there this year, I said, Sarah, we're living on the mouse for 2 weeks, so for most of our stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it's basically all inclusive, isn't it? All inclusive on the mouse.
Yeah, it's. I'll have another one, please.
What type of dining plan is it? Is it the quick service? Is it
Yeah.
standard?
So it's the quick serve one. So we get the two quick serves, a snack and a drink, and then you get the resort mug. Um,
Lovely.
we because we do like to eat out of the parks as well.
Yeah,
The full dining plan felt like a lot of food.
yeah, yeah,
You got 14. You'd almost have to say, I'm not going to be eating anywhere other than Disney for 2 weeks. And
yeah,
as much
yeah,
as we like Disney and stuff like that, I do want to go to a Cheesecake Factory, or I have to go to an Olive Garden once a trip. It's mine and Sarah's
yeah,
favourite. So
yeah,
we'd
yeah.
feel a bit, or a Kiki's, or downtown diner for breakfast. There's just a few bits that we want to do, and the full dining plan. If you was there for 2 weeks, like, oh my god, the value you would get from having that upgraded plan, like, 'cause some of
Mm,
the cost of meals and stuff. If you go to like some of the deluxe restaurants, isn't it? And
yeah,
we've had a similar dining plan in the past a couple of years ago, where we got to experience like 4 or 5 different of the restaurants. So which, and now we just pick and choose like a couple that we want rather than. But I could see why people pay the extra for it, because
yeah.
if you're just, we keep talking about the bubble, but if you're just there and
Hmm.
you want a kind of all inclusive that trip, well, you wouldn't need to spend a thing, because you'd leave 2 stone heavier, and you'd need to take a goodie bag with you every time you leave a restaurant.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Boy, do they know how to feed you. Oh boy.
I love it.
But even the quick serve one, there's so many great restaurants. There's so many different good places where you can have those kind of good experience of quick serve,
Yeah,
or go
yeah,
to Springs and get probably 4 or 5 really good high quality meals on there as well.
yeah.
So it does pay off, I think.
Have you got any places that you've popped down the planner that you like? I need to do that while we're in Disney.
Oh yeah, so we Ohana.
Yeah, cool.
Um, we love a Topolino's for breakfast. That's probably one of my only character meats on the breakfast where actually you almost half enjoy it. It's quite good fun, and
Yeah, nice.
they're not too intrusive, but in the same way you can kind of enjoy it just a little bit. It's got that nice vibe up there, and you get that premium touch.
Yeah.
And then, as we spoke about, we're doing Space 220 this time in terms of
Yes.
restaurants and getting experience. We're only in the lounge, in like the bar bit, but
Yeah.
it felt criminal to go and have a full meal in Epcot when Food and Wine is on.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
And
You'll get the full
the,
experience in the lounge. You will.
exactly, and then we still get to not leave feeling like I can't now go and because then I feel guilty and be walking around the booths like just stumbling around, because I then want to see more stuff. And let's face it, you get 2 or 3 visits per 14 day. You probably do each park 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to just lose a whole opportunity of one day for one sit down meal. Maybe when if we was there at a different time of year, maybe something different. And then we managed to snag a beacon barrel as well, which
Yeah, lovely.
yes. That was literally first thing I was in, like furiously tapping, like, what day do you want? And she's like, we'll do this day. And I'm like, well, no, you can't have that day because they're already booked. So like, what one do you want now? And then we're trying to plan it into like, what day are we at Magic Kingdom? So then we like, man, but we made it work, and we found a good day before one of the parties to go and spend. I think you get about 45 minutes in there, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've seen it about 45 in a minute.
yeah, it won't be. But then we did. Oh my god, where's my mind gone blank? The Star Wars.
Ogres.
It's gone out of my brain. Ogres Cantina. How did it come out of my brain?
That's it.
Yeah, we did that like one of the early times when it happened, and it was
Yeah.
so busy that you probably didn't enjoy it that much because you got put on a table with
Yeah.
other people, and So we probably need to go and do that again at some point.
I saw this morning that they've just dropped some Ogre's Cantina merch in the marketplace as well, and I saw they
Oh,
have
have
like
they?
this t-shirt with like a little pocket decal on the front, and on the back it's got like the massive, like, the glass or whatever it is that they've got on the
Yeah,
side of the cantina. It's just like,
yeah,
I need that. That's definitely, so as a Star Wars nut, that's something that I
yeah.
absolutely need. So that's on the list for next
See,
time.
we're we're probably not like massive Star like we've watched Star Wars. We're not
Yeah,
like massive Star Wars fans, but it just shows again how well they put things together. Because when you get there,
yeah,
you're like, okay, I am a Star Wars fan now for an hour,
yeah,
or you have I got there, I was like, I've got to have a BB-8, so I was making
yeah,
Sarah try and book me and it's never come out of the cupboard.
yeah, yeah. But at that moment, you were like, no, I needed it because
I've got this
Disney
photo
marketing.
proud as punch that I've just built my own BB-8, and then we got home, and then he retired to the cupboard and has never returned.
But he's in pristine condition for when the time comes to make an investment on him, so that's good.
He is brand new because he's never come out of the box. I even
It's a
paid for
collectible.
chips that I wasn't going to use. But
The
getting to push
mouse,
that button and make him come alive, the experience you won't forget.
the mouse always gets the cheese.
Ugh,
Always gets the cheese.
they do. Him and number one duck know how to get us.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you're gonna love Space 220. Just like, it's there is a novelty of the fact that
Yeah.
the whole like lift experience of going up, and ultimately you could look at it, and I've seen some of the reviews, and some people have said like once you're up there it's like a space themed and a projector,
Hmm.
but like it's the whole experience. If you can immerse yourself, and you're a little bit like me, which you're a big kid at heart, like just the whole experience of going up there and then feeling like you're in space and seeing obviously outside those
Hmm.
windows, and the little things that they do outside the windows as well. I don't want to spoil it, but you'll love it. You will absolutely love it. It's such an experience.
Oh, you know, I'm like, I'll, everyone probably guessed that I'm quite short attention span. So we'll be up there, go up, we'll get a drink, get some food, and then we'll be back down again in 40 minutes. But it's more about we've seen so many people watch it, you just kind of want to go up in the lift and go in
Yeah,
there. And it's just, and again, it just ticks off something else that we haven't tried.
yeah, new experience.
And we always try to just introduce something new. We literally wasn't even planned for that. I literally went on there and went, oh, I'll tell you what, let's just have a quick look. And what if we did this? And I went, I can get a booking for this day. And we were, okay, yes, but
Yeah,
you
yeah, why not?
100%. It's just keep trying one thing new every time. Just have have that little bank. I've got my little notes on my phone and I tick off what someone will say, go and try this, or go and try this quick serve restaurant, and then just every now and then we'll just tick one off, and yeah, that was really good, and I'll make a note of who told me to go there.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. It's constantly evolving, isn't it? It really is. And that's again another reason why it captures us and makes us want to go back, because just so much new stuff to enjoy. I remember
Hmm.
mentioned it before on another podcast episode, Flight Passage, just not being able to get on there for the first like 2 or 3 trips when it had opened. And
Yeah.
then finally being able to do it last year, and it was just like one incredible ride, and that's like a must-do ride now whenever I go on it. It's just,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
phenomenal.
we fully committed to that. Like we went when it had not long opened, so I think we queued like just under 3.5 hours, I think. But
Oh
at the
wow.
time, like that was Sarah's go-to, the one ride that she wanted to do, and so the queue time is irrelevant if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, you got like at the end of the day, you're paying a lot of money to go over there, aren't you? And if
You
you've
can't.
got something which you're like, this is the reason or one of the reasons why we are heading to this destination, then you've got to experience it. Don't get put off by the wait times. Like I said, there's options now with lightning lanes and so on and so forth. If that is the thing that you think fundamentally, I want that to be one of my memories for this trip, you just got to hit the queues.
Yeah, you just pick what you need to do and just stick with what you want. Just don't be
Yeah.
led by. Just go with whatever you are kind of. You have your priorities and just do as many as
Mm,
you can.
yeah, definitely. Definitely. Talking about that, what would you say would be top three must dos for yourself and Sarah when you get out there this time?
Ooh, not including parties and stuff.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, you throw me now. Um, we always, so Sarah will, you've got probably the big free ticket items. So, um, Flight of Passage for Sarah,
Yeah.
Guardians. I'll suffer it through my sickness. It's one of those where I'll do it. I'm like, oh my god, I feel ill now, and then I'll do it again. That and probably Test Track for me because I love Test
Yes.
Track. Um, so to Test Track, and they are opening the new Zootopia show while we're there.
Oh, good. Oh, nice.
It opens on I think the like 8th of November. So
Right.
we'll get to. It's always quite nice when you get something new when you're there, especially in that kind of opening few days. It kind of
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so we'll go and we always quite enjoyed a Bug's Life as well. So it was always one of those you go, actually, go and have a sit down. It's raining, and inevitably, whenever we go to Animal Kingdom, it will rain, and we'll spend half an hour in one of the shops spending money on merch that we didn't plan to spend because it's chucking it down. So
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
yeah. So probably those the big ticket couple of rides, and the rest is really just take it easy and go with the flow, and because
Good.
we've got so much when you've been more and more, I suppose your priorities change a bit.
Yeah.
You have those big ticket ones, but it's like, actually, I want to go and try this, or I want to go
Mm.
and like, we'll happily go on Carousel Progress now for a chill, but also because we actually secretly, I think, quite enjoy it. We'll go
Oh,
on
I love
there,
it.
or
Love it.
it's that Disney. We'll go and do Walt's One Man's Dream every
Yeah.
time we're in Hollywood Studios. Go and watch the film. Take a couple of minutes. You kind of we have those like little traditions in each park, or Mickey's Magic. There's not a trip we've been in Magic Kingdom where I haven't been to see Magic. Like every time we go there,
I love it. Yeah. Yeah.
it's number one duck's time to shine. So I'm always happy for that one.
Yeah. That's it. Exactly. Yeah. Any sort of attraction that has Donald, I'm definitely
Yeah,
there.
same. Not in any way arguing with that one.
No, definitely not. Grand Fiesta Tour multiple times.
Oh, we love it. Do you know what? For the first couple of years, we didn't even know it was there
Really? Oh, wow.
because we'd never stepped in there, and I think it was only I think the first two trips we didn't even know it was there. And
Yeah.
we watched someone's vlog during COVID. It was like, how did we not know that there's a Donald ride in Mexico? So then we like one of the first things we did was go straight there, and obviously now we always do it. So, but just
Yeah.
goes to
Good.
show the little hidden gems that they have there that are just hidden.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. And it is tucked away, so I can see why you'd have missed it. Definitely.
I
Yeah.
think we even went in the shop and bought like a little souvenir, but we didn't see that down the back in the corner there was this amazing Donald ride that you just had to do. Instantly, the song now cues in my head of the three caballeros.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Our little Noah, he's just experienced it on YouTube a couple of weeks ago, and it's pretty much daily. He was a baby when we went
Yeah,
last time, so he definitely doesn't have that sort of memory from when he actually experienced it for the first time, but he's experiencing it all over again on YouTube multiple times, and I'm not sad about it in one bit. Definitely not.
no. Well, we know from the Phantasmic Four, Dom didn't like it, so there's always some
I
of
couldn't
us that
believe
don't.
it. I
I
couldn't
know
believe it.
you. I've never had a funny reaction to doing anything than when he came out of it. Because me and Sam, I think even Ruff's like, "Whoa, what, Dom? What are you doing?" Like,
It's not for everyone, I guess, but it's definitely for me.
yeah, I think get the old marks in and just go and enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you there. What about the park? So what's like? It's got a lot to offer, Disney. Is there one park where you're like, this is one I'm really looking forward to as you count down, or is it just the whole collection of the resort in general?
I think when you've got when you've got a festival or something like that, Epcot really does like elevate in its standing for us.
Yeah,
Um, like the festival of the seasons or the food and wine really step up, like wanting to go there. And not that Epcot's not great, by the way, but I feel like it kind of meanders in the middle somewhere.
yeah,
But when a festival's on, obviously all the booths are open. There's just a slightly different buzz around the park when you've got a festival.
yeah.
Even the flower and garden as well, in a
Hmm.
different way if you like the visual side. But the nothing beats going through Magic Kingdom for us. I don't think. I think that one is the the day one, you know you've landed, you know you're on holiday, and you. I, I'm a little bit one of those people. I'm like, I actually can't pick sometimes, you know. And you're like,
Yeah.
I love all of them so much. Like when we're there,
Yeah.
I love this because of this, or I love Hollywood Studios apart from Tower of Terror, or I love, there's just it's there's just so much that each park, and each park has its own little magic touch that when you're there, you get. Even if you walk into like Animal Kingdom, it's different whether you go during normal season or if you go at Christmas, because you'll be
Yeah.
walking down towards the Tree of Life and you've got all the Christmas music playing, but really subtly in the background. So you
Mm.
kind of just they've all got a slightly different experience, and I equally love going to all of them like massively. And I know that's hard
Good.
because some people go, I prefer, they might prefer one or the other, but Magic Kingdom will always have its place, and it's not through just because of a castle or anything like that. It's just that it epitomizes the why we're there. The
Yeah.
others have their beauties to them, but I think that one is the one that will capture your nostalgia of we're here and why we're here and what we're there for and why we're enjoying it for us.
Yeah, good. You sound very, very similar to us. It's like the goosebump moment will be like walking down Main Street and seeing the castle, but actually the favorite park just rotates with every trip. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think in 22 it was Animal Kingdom. Last year we said collectively it was probably Epcot, and it rolls around, doesn't it? I've got Batu as a massive Star Wars nerd in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah,
It's just that it's so hard to pick, and that's the beauty of it, that there's so many core memories across all of these different locations in that one resort. And again, it's that reason why we keep getting back.
I a festival and stuff though. Like me and Sarah were like, we went. Epcot can vary for us.
Hmm.
It's sometimes it's really really special, and other times it's. But now, like you got the walk statue there and test tracks open. Um, I feel like it's come. They've kind of and the walls are down because when you were there
Yeah.
before, uh, all the walls up and stuff just kind of didn't give it that natural vibe. It felt a little bit like you were boxed in a lot of the time, unless you're around World
Yeah.
Showcase. So
Yeah.
to be now they've opened that up and obviously taken the walls down and stuff like that, it probably feels a bit more like it's kind of gone up in the
Oh,
levels again.
definitely.
But
Yeah.
I trying to pick a single park is always like
I
some people
love it
like
all.
yeah, some people are like, I love this park and I love it because of this, and I will not deviate from that. And I'm just so like indecisive with anything with all of those. I'm like, but I love them all and I want to pick all.
No, I'm absolutely with you. Definitely.
They've all got their individual charms and the little things that bring the magic, and most of it comes through
Yeah.
like music. Really, I would say it's
Yeah.
the sounds are the part that what you if you put like a little playlist on that had all the sounds playing from the park, you'd instantly be just back there just through memories.
Yeah, definitely. Epcot certainly does that for me. The music, just like growing up, and now obviously the most recent sort of like soundtrack has completely changed as well. And it's just, yeah, there's something about that park and the audio you hear while you're walking around different areas of Epcot that is like, if
Mm.
I hear just like a snippet of one of those tracks over here for whatever reason, I'm like instantly taken back to that park.
Oh, just straight away, or you just there's always those little bits, isn't there, that you're like walking down Hollywood Boulevard, or just
Yeah.
they've all got that little snippet of something that just instantly takes you to where that little happy place, that little happy moment.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Speaking of happy moments, you've teased it a couple of times. You are going at that golden time where it's Halloween one day, and then all of a sudden, 24 hours
Yeah.
later, it transforms into Christmas. And because of that, there are a lot of events going on. And you, my friend, are going to sample a decent chunk of it. So let's talk about events. What are you tackling
Yeah.
when you're out there?
So we're actually doing the holy grail of everything. I won't mention Universal too much, but we're doing Halloween Horror Nights as well.
Which looks
Um,
amazing, by the way.
yeah, incredible. But back to Disney. Um, so we're doing that. We're going to Epic as well, but we won't talk about that either. Um, and then Disney wise, so we're doing all three. So we're doing closing night of Mickey's Not So Scary again.
Awesome.
We'd never done a party before, so that was like the first full on like, oh my god, like you the way they do a party. It's
Yeah.
just you're trying to explain it to somebody that hasn't been, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" It's they did a parade with the headless horseman before you've even done anything, or and then the Boo to You parade comes out, and you've got like multiple different fireworks shows and the trick or treating on that side and that party, and we're not. I often hear people like, "Oh, I really need to do the rides," and I'm like, "You do you? If you're there for 14 days, are you going to go and do the rides over all of that?" I mean, I know me and Sarah definitely want to go and do the Mickey and the Halloween costume, at Main Street there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sarah will get her popcorn at the Main Street confectionery, and we'll we'll just live our life through the night. And but that's where the Christmas party is different, because the Christmas party is more about kind of food. But I mean, the food options that they've done this year just look incredible as well. Some of the
Yeah.
I've got like a list of these things. I'm like, well, we're going here because we need to go and try these, or I need to have this. And but yes, we're doing Mickey's Not So Scary on Halloween, and then we roll. So then we get the changeover of all the Christmas stuff and all that sort of good stuff, and then we do both the opening nights of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party on the Friday night.
Amazing.
And we do Jollywood nights on the Saturday night as well.
That's the one I'm really intrigued about. I've done the Mickey's Not So Scary and MK's version of Christmas, but
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios Christmas, that looks awesome. That does look awesome.
So we originally weren't going to do it. We were like, oh, we'll definitely do Mickey's Very Merry again, because I love that. Like the fireworks show is probably one of my favourites with the Christmas music.
Yeah.
The parade as well. I love like eggnog and all that kind of cookies and hot chocolate and all the festive style, like an American love a bit of turkey, and so do I. So you're like smashing all the snacks. I'm going to Casey's and I'm getting the turkey loaded fries and the turkey loaded hot dog, and if they can put turkey cranberry and stuffing on it, it's like, let's have it. Or I'm going around and I'm like, yes, I'll have. Sarah doesn't drink it. I'm like, yes, I'll have 4 eggnogs, please. And I'm just strolling around with all these different, or the eggnog shake, and I just you can just tell what we're going to be doing when we're out. But the whole night obviously is very much less, because you get the trick or treating at the Very Merry Halloween party, but then when you're at Christmas, it's kind of like go and collect cookies or go and eat some food, have some drink, and just slightly different vibe. And then Minnie's fireworks show at the end is like awesome. Like you want a festive show to get you in the mood for Christmas, watch that fireworks show on YouTube for a bit, and wow, you'll be like that. I'm just in awe of wanting to be there. But no, the Jollywood, so we were like, oh, we didn't really know. They hadn't announced anything, and they announced Jollywood before they announced Mickey's Very Merry.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Sarah on the phone to each other going like, well, we're going to have to book it now. We're going to have to do it. We'll have to do it. And then like 20 minutes later, they dropped the other thing that said we're doing that on the same night as well. And I was like, should we do both? And she went, yeah.
Oh, that'd be intriguing to compare though, like how different it really is, because it's like from the small amount of information that I've got on Jollywood, it does seem to be quite a fundamentally different event, so that's good.
Yeah, I think Jollywood, from what I can tell, obviously where it's quite new, it's evolved over the last couple of years.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I listened to you guys speaking about it a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it, when they announced all the parties and stuff? And I know each year they've kind of improved it a little bit. When we've done an after hours event at Hollywood Studios before, it's been such great fun.
Yeah.
So, and it does kind of have that Hollywood vibe where they can really kind of make it quite special. So I'm looking forward to Jollywood, and I'll definitely be feeding back on. I've had some really good, like some people who went on the first or second time, like on the couple of events, have said it's like really, really good.
Good.
So definitely, it's definitely up there. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up talking ourselves into doing one of them again. You'd just be there like, they're going to it again. It's like twice in 4 days. What are they doing? I'm one of those live in the moment, but they know how to put on a show on these, and they're 100%. Having done both in separate trips last year, you just know that you're getting an experience that
that you'd
be disappointed if you missed. I I hear people like, and they're like, "Oh, we're not doing that this year." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I just could not do that. We couldn't be there and not do one of those while we're there." And I know it all comes down to money sometimes and stuff, but I'd just be like, I just you spent all that money to go. I'd be distraught myself if we didn't like go and experience one of them because it's just such good fun. Or
Yeah.
uh, and they really know how to put on a show whilst making it feel different as well. If that makes sense,
Yeah, no,
you
definitely. Yeah.
like we fully were like, right, let's get a spot. So both times we were like we like our little main street spot, so you get the view down the whole of Main Street down to the castle for the parade. I was like adamant I was going to get the headless horseman on like that Instagram shot of him coming of the headless horseman coming down Main Street, and I managed to nail it perfectly with like
Well
nothing. And
done.
you get the So you like Sarah's fun. We got her nice popcorn, and she's happy. We're just chilling with a Starbucks and waiting. But equally, you're like everyone's like, oh, but I don't want to wait. I'm like, well, that's our little 20-minute chill time. That's when we have our
Yeah.
when we wait for the parade or something, get a spot, and that's probably our tactic. Really, you take a moment, allow that time to have a bit of a break, and then you go and hit the rest of the night and hit all the special party themed bits as well
Yeah.
to really
Yeah.
get the most out of the night. Because don't forget, with a 14-day ticket, you go back next morning and do, you know, don't me wrong, we took advantage of like Tiana's coming down at midnight, like with the castle and stuff, which you want to, or, grabbing a little Tron front row in the
Yeah.
dark. Because, for me, Tron's a bit one of those rides where you're like, do I really enjoy it during the day? Do I love it at night? Yes. It's one of
Yeah.
those it's an elevator when it's later at night. And, another one of those like must do Tron at night or do Tiana's if you can at night. Those, again, what I was talking about earlier around like the being at night just elevates a park if you can do it. Or
It's true.
just as the same as sunrise. If you go to Animal Kingdom at sunrise, you know, we've had the most amazing experiences on Kilimanjaro safaris because we've
Yes.
been there early in the morning, or equally we've been there at like 4:30 in the afternoon. You're like, oh, this is just we'll just go on it, and you've got rhinos like within touching distance of you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it, just that whole magic of just doing something different and making the most. But no, they're as you can tell by the tone of my voice, extremely excited. And the fact that I pretty much count them down weekly, you can probably tell how excited I am and how excited Sarah is to get going. So
Oh, definitely. You're soon gonna be on days countdown. You're soon gonna be on hours countdown because it's
I
that
think
exciting.
I think I'm there already.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I would be as well, for sure.
It's X amount of minutes. I'll be like that soon.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to hear all about the events. The events especially is just gonna being there just in the like with the Halloween decor that they have and just the way they're able to transform it by the next day into Christmas in itself is just something I'd marvel at without the events. But the fact that you're going to these sort of events that you can compare the two holiday times, I can't wait to hear what you think about it. I think it's going to be ace.
Ugh, it's painful because we normally would have gone like earlier on, so we wouldn't have really missed like had this wait. So you're like,
Yeah,
no, but it'll be worth it. We're like
it
hyping
will be
ourselves
worth
up
it.
every day. Like another day at work. Come on, we've got this now because we're one day closer.
Yeah, no, you'll love it. AC from the Disload, he's out there at the minute. Luke was out there
Yeah,
just literally as day of recording is the 15th of
yeah.
September. He's just got back. And AC went to the Halloween event and he loved it. He said it was awesome. Got himself a huge ton of chocolate from the trick or treats for the family. So I'm sure you're going to
Oh,
come back with bucket loads of all of those sweet treats.
I
Amazing.
think we bought like 3 kilos of like just 2 full bags, and I just literally took them. I took them to work and was just like, "Here you go, guys. Happy, like trick or treat. Happy Halloween." And just. I nearly said happy holidays then because we did both. Yeah, you have to remember which season you're in there. Happy Halloween or it's happy holidays.
Are they going to be dropping Snope down Main Street?
We'll be at Christmas, yeah.
Excellent. That's returned as well, so that's going to be awesome. Oh yeah, you're going to love it. You're going to
Yeah,
absolutely love it.
you have to catch that like Instagram shot of like you wait for it to come and then you get like the castle in blue and you
Yeah,
get like this perfect shot of the Snoke coming down with it, and there's just people like looking at it, just the moment you just want to catch just to have on your phone somewhere as a little memory.
yeah, that's going to kick off the Christmas spirit for you for sure, definitely.
it doesn't take a lot. I was trying to get Sarah to let me listen to Magic Christmas yesterday, and she said it was too early. So
Has that started? Has it? Is that already
yeah,
on our radio waves? My God. I saw a mince pie in Morrison's and I was like, what? Wait a minute, I haven't even seen a pumpkin yet.
I was. I was joking a bit, but I was like, "Should we put it on for 10 minutes?" She's like, "No, you can't. It's not even Halloween yet. It's not been my birthday."
Oh, amazing, amazing. I can't wait to hear all about it when you get back. I think it's going to
Oh,
be
thank you.
just a phenomenal trip. You guys have planned something which is going to be extra special. It's going to live in your memory as far as Disney holidays, and it's certainly going to be worth that extra bit that you've had to wait to get the overlay
100%.
from Halloween and Christmas. You're gonna, yeah. There's going to be a lot of eager people who have connected with you asking for some uploads of stories or some posts on Insta so we can capture the magic alongside with you.
Oh, don't worry. How I'm gonna. I'll be a busy boy this year with keeping both loaded up with what I'm doing. So it'll be.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's a perfect segue into how you're going to be capturing it because you've just dropped, yourself and Sarah have just dropped a little YouTube channel.
We have indeed. So I'll be honest. When we filmed the intro, we didn't have a YouTube channel, and by the end of it, I think Sarah had warmed to it enough to go, "Let's try it." And I think everyone's been so lovely, like with yourself included. There's so many people that have liked, commented, shared. We went, "Do you know what? This is worth doing." We are fundamentally doing it so we can look at our own holiday back.
Yeah, good, good, good,
Um,
good.
that is the base. It's not one of these, and then there's so many people that have been encouraging, like yourself included, or others have been like, "You really, we'd love to see your trip through your eyes out there, or follow along with your trip."
Yeah,
So I think slowly over time we've warmed to it. So we are now happily ever Carter.
I love it. I love the name as well. How did the name evolve? Did you pick it? Was it something that a listener or someone you've connected
No,
to
so
on socials pick it?
we were like, so Sarah come out of a couple that are really good, and we went out with some Orlando friends, so Sam, Chloe, and Good Life AXK. We was out with Aaron and Krishma,
Yeah,
and we were at the golf last week, and I just suddenly was talking around. I went, "Happily ever Carter." I was like, "Happily ever after, happily ever Carter," and it just sunk. It just stuck, and I was like, "That'll do us. It's our
yeah,
favourite place. It's our favourite spot. We love happily ever after." So I was like, "Why?" It just fit perfectly. So that
yeah.
is
Good,
our that is our little space on the YouTube, as they say now.
good, good, good. Awesome. I
And
mean,
for those,
you're doing it the right way as well. You really are. Like the fact that you've said straight off the bat, like we're going to do this. It's a YouTube channel. Yes, it's going to be for people like myself who can't wait to look at all of your memories that you're making. But fundamentally, it's for you guys to look back on your memories. I think that has to be the foundation if you're creating a YouTube channel.
I said to Sarah, I was like, I'm equally just excited that once we've done our trip, it won't be over.
Yeah, yeah. Good
I'll
way of putting
be
it.
we'll be, we'll get back all depressed on the Friday and be like, and I'll be like, right, straight away, I can build up all the, start to build up the days in the episodes and like build up that content back for us to look back at the holiday again.
Yeah,
So it lives on now indefinitely in a way, but because obviously we can always watch them back, but it means that, and I had so many people, the three people, probably like that. Everyone's been so encouraging, and the support we've had or the messages. Like I, I'm happy we've done it now.
yeah. Good,
I
good.
I think it was the nudge we needed. We've obviously been building all year. I've kind of done different things, and I've like grown the Instagram, and now I just terrorize people every day with something that I put out there or to get involved with. And I love a bit of controversial chatter or this or that, or let's have a chat about what your favourite snack is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
But that is so lovely now because obviously a lot of people like engage in that or they'll talk away, and it's been the same really with when we put out the video. I I didn't expect that many people to share it or comment and considering we haven't even been yet, it was just me and Sarah ramble, well, mainly me, and then Sarah being the star while I was rambling, bringing us back in line. Um, yeah, it's humbling to know that we've got that level of people that are supporting back with us as well. And I know I always say, it takes nothing to share someone's post or to hit a like or to hit a comment. So I've always lived by that as well, and go and support everybody out there. So it just shows that there's people out there that do it back. So happy Leather Carter people, go and subscribe. I'm
Yeah,
not plugging
absolutely.
really.
Oh no, this is your place to plug, definitely, and I'll certainly say it to any listener listening. Like, now's your time to go over to YouTube and check out Happily Ever Carter and get yourself subscribed for all of the fun content that's going to be coming up and all the memories that you guys are willing to share. I'm already a subscriber, and you've got one video there, and I'm not the only one I know. So yeah, no, keep it coming for sure. We can't wait to see what you guys get up to. But fundamentally, just you guys having a fantastic trip and being able to capture your memories to do exactly what you said, keep those memories going. I go back to, and I've mentioned it again in another podcast that I've been on. I go back to when I was younger, early 90s, my dad walking around with this obscene video recorder, and yes, it was on VHS. Yes, it's probably in an attic somewhere, and you probably can't watch it anymore. But they were doing exactly the same thing back then to what we're doing now. It's just a little bit more accessible for us with phones and, the new Digi-Osmos and all of that jazz to be able to capture all of this. So why not? Why not keep those memories recorded?
And you know what? I can use my phone. We haven't done the full investment of like the camera as such. I felt like I've spoke to enough people now to know the level of work that goes into do it with backing up. They've got to go back at the end of the day, back up the content, clear that down, start again. And I just said to sales, I don't want to put us under that pressure. It needs to be something that enhances our holiday and not something that impacts our holiday.
Great
so
point.
The beauty of using, I've got one of the top phones you can get for that type of content. So I was like, I'm just going to use that, get the gimbal to use it with, and at least that way it keeps it simple. So we're not living the holiday by filming it through the camera.
Yes, yeah, experience it live. Experience it live first.
The phone's with me anyway, so I can just capture moments of our day and put that into something that we can then look back on and share with anyone who wants to watch it.
Yeah. You're doing it the way that I would do it, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
It feels the right way to do it, and we've lent in a way that it's not take. I'm actually excited to do it though, if that makes sense. It's all
definitely.
I'm buzzing to get to do it, but it's nice that it's not something that's it's not going to revolve around our trip, if that makes sense.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it does, definitely. Yeah, good stuff. We look forward to seeing it because we've had all about it now. Now we need to experience it with you. I need something to watch on the weekend. Thank you.
And don't worry,
me at home.
I will be. Those Sundays. I love a story, so you'll be fine. I know like people have like followed along with us through. Like I'll give everyone a teaser because the level of story I do, I like to share like the previous year, so I'll make sure I put a few up from last year's trip when we get to like a year's time, because we've got that window before we go to help with the countdown. We've got like 2 weeks of holiday that I can share to bring a few people that haven't been along with us that long to see what we do and how we get up to.
Awesome. Yeah, good stuff. We look forward to anything that you want to share. Yeah. So you're going to keep Insta up as well with the YouTube going on?
Yeah.
Good.
There'll be plenty of stories and it's you like to bring people along at the same time. That's why they follow, don't you? I do it all the time. Like so many people have been out there recently, and the first thing you do in the morning is you sit there and you just go through, because obviously they've got that time difference. You're just sitting there going through their stories, like, and then you get up for the day, and you're like, or it's the beauty of this time of year because there's always somebody out there that you might know or you've spoken to that's that you're able to live through and enjoy. So, and I think the next before we go, it's like solid. There's always somebody out there or groups of people out there, so it's nice to watch along, and it certainly makes the countdown a little bit easier.
Oh yeah, there's nothing better than the hype reel of seeing people that you've connected with going out there and going on all the bits and pieces that fundamentally you're going to be there in 40 odd days to be able to experience it live yourself. That's amazing. Yeah,
100%. It's like you can just live through their trip and just enjoy it.
I love it. You're gonna have a great time, and yeah, that invitation is open for you guys to come back and tell us all about it on a podcast.
Oh,
once you've experienced it also, because we want to hear definitely want to hear a trip report, because who doesn't love a trip report? Right, we don't like to end a podcast episode on Devonshire's without doing a little bit of this or that. So, do you fancy the 10 Disney edition this or that questions?
I mean, have you been on the Devonshire Diz if you haven't done the 10?
Exactly, exactly. It's a rite of passage right at the end of any episode.
No, here for it.
Good.
So I go on a tangent and then just keep it short, sharp, and sweet. So if I don't do that, I'll apologise now.
No one ever has, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So don't worry about that. This is not quick. This will never be quick fire. I think the first time I did it, I'm pretty sure I said quick fire in the script, and that was soon deleted because it was never going to be quick fire.
No.
Awesome. Right, let's start off with the iconic question.
Yes.
The one that the Disney community is divided in half about. It's a question which will make or break an Epcot day, apparently, and it is a question which will make or break a podcast episode, so no pressure. Are you left to Mexico or are you right to Canada?
I'm left to Mexico.
Yes, he can come again, people.
The only time we wouldn't is if we're going to the French Pavilion for breakfast.
Well, that's fair enough. Yeah, shortcut. Got to go the right. Yeah,
it's like the longest walk in the world to go to the boulangerie to go and get the old ham and cheese baguette at 9 o'clock in the morning, and you got to go all the way around past China.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, go direct if you're over there. Good place for a brekkie as well. Nicely done.
Yeah, or the what's the croque glaze, isn't it? In the I can never pronounce it properly, but the brioche with the ice cream in the middle and the sauce. That one.
That's right. That's it. Yeah, that's the English way of calling it. Awesome. Right. Are you a rope dropper or a park closer? You spoiled this a little bit before.
Yeah, I probably gave this one away. I would say close.
Close. Yeah. I'm with you, to be fair. I'm more of a park close, and it's because of the magic at night, like you mentioned, for sure.
You get that peace, don't you? That, if as people go out, you just get to enjoy the moment without it being quite so busy.
Yeah.
And it's not so 7:30 hyper. It's a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah, definitely. And Hollywood Studios at night after Fantasmic, there's something about that park straight after. I love it. Absolutely love that feeling. It's phenomenal. Definitely park close. I'm with you. Disney snacks. Now, there's a Mickey theme here. Are you going Mickey shaped pretzel, savory, or Mickey ice cream bar, the sweet?
Pretzel with the cheese sauce.
Savory. Okay, yeah, I like it.
On that one, I will. With our the Mickey sandwich, that's the cookie one.
Yes,
could be a tough choice. The premium bar is just like a fancy choc ice to me, so I kind of don't have it so much.
It is. It's true. It's a Mickey shaped choc ice.
But the Mickey pretzel with the plastic cheese sauce just feels like it has to happen. You can't go to Disney without having your Mickey pretzel with your cheese sauce.
Yeah, I love it. I do like a savory snack as well. Yeah, no, it's a good pick for sure. We're going to see if this pulls on your nighttime heartstrings again. Daytime parades or nighttime spectaculars?
Nighttime spectacular.
Yeah, you have your rafters, your Fantasmics. Yeah,
but we get a nighttime parade now, so we get both.
Yes, you get the combination. Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys being able to go and check that out. That's like thinking about like nostalgia, the Spectro Magic, the Main Street Electrical Parade. Yeah. Those things are real. They're proper cool memories of my Disney childhood growing up. So the fact that we've now got a nighttime parade coming back to MK, I'm all for it there. I can't wait to hear what you think about it.
Yeah, you just like trying to avoid watching, so we've really done that. Every time like there's a vlog or a story, I'm like skip, because I just don't want to see. I don't really want to hear it.
Yeah.
The pictures and stuff don't do it justice until you get the sound. So I was like, skip. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah, definitely. Going spoil free on that is a good move for sure. I have spoiled myself because I can't wait.
No.
I'm an eager beaver when it comes to stuff like that, and I think you'll love it. Is all I'll say.
I spoiled it anyway because I was like, I'm not going to do a ride on of Test Track 3, and I did that. So I'm normally really bad. So I thought I'll be good on this one and try and hang on.
Yeah, you hang on in there for the next 40 odd days.
Yeah, we're going to go stronger.
Right, boat rides. Are you more of a Pirates of the Caribbean boat rider or a Living with the Land?
Ooh, pirates.
Do you like pirates? Yeah, yeah, I'm with you there. And of course, Beacon Barrel and all that.
I mean, who doesn't want to yo ho their way through the park for about an hour after? So I do
Yeah,
like living with the land, though. I will anyone that hates on living with the land, I will always have a go a back and forth with them about why they should love it. But
yeah,
I think Pirates is probably the the choice I would go on that one. It's a soundtrack and a smell, isn't it? It's the
yeah.
one of the rides where a scent will take you back instantly. So definitely on that one.
Yeah, good shout. Good shout. Pirates it is. Chill days. Are you a resort hopper or would you rather shop down Disney Springs?
Ooh, we'd probably go to Springs.
Nice.
Do like a resort hop now, though. I must say, we will. As I say, we haven't done that as much, but we went on the Skyliner for the first time last year. Went to Caribbean Beach,
Nice.
had a stop in Riviera, and then came back to Hollywood Studios. So first time we've done that, but there's something nice about walking around Springs,
Yeah, I'm a big Springs fan. I do love it. Yeah.
and the food there is incredible. I mean, like it's just got so many great choices.
Yeah. Yeah. I do. Have you got a special place down Springs that is like every time I go to Springs I have to go to this place?
Homecoming and Blaze,
Ah, nice. Yeah, Blaze is just phenomenal. Yeah.
barbecue Blaze, a Gideon's, a peanut butter cold brew.
Nice. Yeah. Good
and
choice.
as much fried chicken and fried pickles as we can stomach and eat from Homecoming. Because shout out to Homecoming, it is the best restaurant at
A lot of people
Springs for
say
me.
that. I've not sampled it yet, but a lot of people are saying that, so I'm gonna have to put that on the list.
I Carter certified. It's that's some damn good fried chicken.
Awesome. Right. It's definitely on the list now. Too many people have said it, and I'm a big fan of fried chicken, so it's happening.
Oh, it's beautiful, and the mac and cheese pool, I could just see it now.
I love it. I love it. Right. This one, since we were talking about events, I'm intrigued about because I couldn't really catch the vibe out of the
Mm.
two. So, is it Disney Halloween or is it Disney Christmas? It's a
Christmas.
Oh, okay.
I love Halloween, and there's something very Disney about when you're at Halloween there because
Yeah.
it's. I'm never really a big Halloween person here, but I am a massive Christmas fan. Like, soon as you get to like end of October, I'm fully like, let's put the tree up, let's put the tree up. Like, so, and whilst you're in Halloween, you get some of the vibe because there's like Magic Kingdom is dressed.
Yeah.
When you're there at Christmas, you're just everywhere you walk, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, doesn't matter where you are, Christmas music, I can just hear it now. Happy holidays, and you're strolling through, and all the music's on, and just the decorations, the trees. You get to do the tree spot where you have a photo at each tree, and
Yeah.
just Christmas at Disney is the best.
Awesome.
It's where I
Awesome.
do my
Yeah.
mic drop and go,
Yeah, that was a good moment. I got to admit. Yeah, I wondered if it would be closer than that, but you're certified Christmas. I like it. Yeah, peppermint over pumpkin.
oh, it's just eggnog. They just get
It's
me.
just eggnog.
I keep I keep Starbucks in business in the UK because boy do I love it. I will literally swap it for breakfast.
It's got the density of breakfast. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, like a meal in itself.
literally. They should put my face on it and go certified. I love it. It's like
Oh, awesome. Right. Disney food. After we've
Mhm.
talked about eggnog, are we grabbing and go a quick service and moving on to the next attraction, or would you prefer a bit more of a chilled sit-down restaurant vibe?
Ooh. In a park, probably a quick serve. I would. I think the sit down restaurants are really good if you're going to go and take a bit of time out at a resort. So go and
Yeah,
try somewhere else.
yeah,
Um, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there's a lot of great on site in the park restaurants as well. Um, but we've never tended to do too many. Probably Roundup Rodeo is probably one of the only ones in a park
Yeah.
we've really done. But I've heard so many good things about all the different restaurants. You sit and go, oh, blimey, I'd love to try them all, but I'd need to go out there for like a year straight.
Yeah, you would. Yeah. 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 Have you got
And
a quick service that you tend to go? Main one?
mm, probably we Satuli's Canteen is like our if we're in Animal Kingdom, we'll always go there. Um, Hollywood Studios is the classic. Um, the Woody's lunchbox.
Yeah.
I do like ABC. I can never pronounce it properly. Commissary, whatever the hell they
Oh,
say
I
it.
know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the buffalo grilled cheese, the chicken one there. So we do
Nice.
kind of have little spots where we'll always kind of. Epcot's a bit different because we don't really hit a quick serve there. Although is it Regal House we need to do and go and have the
Yes.
brisket sandwich. We haven't done.
Apparently it's really good.
We haven't actually. We was going to do it last year, but they were shut when we were going to go. It wasn't open yet, so we went somewhere else. But and then Magic Kingdom's your standard Casey's.
Casey's hot dogs.
But it's just so much good stuff. Then you start talking about spring rolls and just every time you turn a corner, there's something else in Magic Kingdom. You can't go chicken and waffles, or you just can't go anywhere without having choice.
Yeah.
So you almost feel like you don't need to sit down because there's just so much good choice in every park. To be fair, I would say, but you'd leave
Yeah.
getting rolled out if you get everything they have to offer.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely my kind of holiday, to be fair.
I mean, I do literally go for 2 weeks and just eat. So I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. No, absolutely. You got to sample it. You got to sample it all. Speaking of sampling, you got two choices of a day here. Do you prefer a day drinking Beverly from Club Cool, or a day continuously riding the teacups?
I'd have to do Beverly because I can't do the
because
teacups. I'd be
because the
sick.
attraction. I mean, a day on Beverly, you might be sick either way.
I think
At
there's less chance of me being sick than going on a teacup. To be fair,
least
I
you be
think that
hydrated, I guess.
yeah. I mean, I can taste it now. It's just grim. Oh, it's just the thought of drinking that for a day. I'd rather do ginger shots all day.
And last but not least, are you team mouse or team duck?
There's only one choice here. Number one duck.
Yes, I'm a duck fan. Yeah, I have appreciation for the mouse, but it's duck for me all the way.
The number one duck's got that cheeky chappy side that I like. The playfulness of that you don't maybe get from the other stuff. So no, I'm
Yeah,
always number one duck.
number one duck. That's a great way of capping off our this or that. Nicely done. You survived it. Well done.
No, thank you. It was an honour and a pleasure to be able to do it. So thank
Yeah,
you.
you've passed the rite of passage. And it does mean when you come back, I'm gonna have to think of 10 others, which is interesting. I have to see
Yeah.
what I can do there.
Oh, I'm sure it's the great thing about Disney. There's about a million things you can choose from. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's like pick another 10 out of a hat, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah, yeah. And you know what our Disney community is like? It loves the debate as well. So
Oh,
yeah.
we love a debate.
Oh, Nick, thank you kindly for joining me today. It was exactly the conversation that I thought it was going to be, which is just a massive hype about this incredible trip that you've got coming up in such a short space of time. And I wish you and Sarah all the magic out there. I know you're just going to take it all in, soak it all in for us. And I can't wait to be one of those people that's going to be checking you out, obviously on Insta as we've connected, but also now on YouTube as well. So, listeners out there, make sure you are subscribed to Nick on Instagram, to Sarah on Instagram, Happily Ever Carter on YouTube as well. I will drop all of the links in the description for this podcast episode and also in the corresponding post on Instagram as well. So, go check them out.
Thank you. No, I really appreciate you having me on. It's been a pleasure, and getting invited on these things is such a just a pleasure to take the time out, especially for you to take the time to have me on and talk about mine and Sarah's trips and experiences. So no, thank you, and hope everyone enjoyed listening to it too.
Yeah, I'm sure they did, and my appreciation back to you as well, because we've spent, as we mentioned, many a time having this conversation about this IP and this product that we love so much and the
Mhm.
destination we love so much. So I appreciate you putting up with my rambling and my waffling over Insta because, as you know for sure from this podcast and from our messages, that I do like talking a bit of Disney. So I also appreciate your replies.
No, thank you. It's been one of the many good things about joining and getting involved with this community. So I would urge anybody that isn't connected just to get involved, and it'll be the best thing you ever did.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. We're all here for the love of it. That's what it's all about. I love it. Listeners, if you have enjoyed listening to Nick and myself today, be sure to give us a like, subscribe to the Devonshire Diz podcast, and share us amongst your friends. As I mentioned, do make sure to subscribe to Nick Sarah on Insta, of course, Happily Ever After on YouTube, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next time. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.